Hey guys, Sam from Aaron's Outdoor, and today it is early October. The weather is starting to finally get a little bit cooler. It's like low 60s today. It feels really nice, and it's starting to actually feel like fall. And considering that the weather's getting a little bit colder, the fish are definitely going to get a little bit more finicky, especially like pond fishing, like I'm doing today. So I'm going to be fishing with some smaller keitech swim baits today that should be able to catch some fish in cooler weather like this. And I actually did already catch a really big bluegill today on a little Z-Man swim bait, just making a few casts before this video. But anyway, I'm going to be fishing those little keitechs on some little round ball head jig heads, which are typically the best way that I have found to fish these little keitechs. So anyway, I'm going to get in the canoe and get fishing. Well, I said I'm getting in the canoe, which I will do, but first I think I might as well make a few casts off the dock right here and off the bank. Alright y'all, I'm going to hop in the canoe now. Unfortunately, I was not able to catch anything off the bank, which is kind of a bad sign, but we should be able to get something out of this canoe. There's a fish. All right. Ooh. It actually seems good, but I think it's just because I have this light rod, and yeah, it's not very big. But that was literally like my, oh my God, he got off. That was like my second or, no, probably like my third cast in the canoe. There's a fish. There we go. I want to land this one. It's not very big. Don't come off. There we go. Didn't take too much longer. It's probably like 10 minutes later since we had that first one hit. And yeah, he's pretty small. But I'm glad to get the skunk out of the boat. It's always annoying when you lose the first fish of the day. All right, nice solid like 5-pounder to start the day there. There's a fish. Another small one. I can tell he's tiny. Or well, maybe not. But I think so. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I have never caught a green sunfish this big. This is like a mutant. This is literally a mutant looking green sunfish. How many inches is this? I wonder if, I don't know if Tennessee has like a TARP award for green sunfish, but if they do, this probably meets it. That is humongous. Plus, I don't know if private ponds count for like the TARP award or whatever. You might have to catch it on public water, but that is huge. That is the biggest green sunfish I've ever seen in my life. All right, I'm gonna get a weight and a measurement on this fish. If my scale is not dead. Oh my god, of course. My scale is dead, I think. Great, so I guess I'm just gonna get a measurement. All right, well this fish is officially 11 inches. That is crazy. I've never caught a green sunfish anywhere close to this big. All right, I'm gonna try to get a good release on this monster. Like, dude, this is just, I can't believe how big this green sunfish is. I've caught some pretty big ones in this pond, but this is just, this stands out as by far the biggest one I've ever caught. Ooh, and there he goes. There's a fish. That was weird. You hit it really close to the boat. Oh, it's not too bad of a bass. It's a little 1-pound bass about. Come in, bud. There we go. This is a better bass than I caught earlier. He's not too big, but definitely an upgrade. And so far I haven't been using this swim bait very long, and it's been doing better. This is the 3.5-inch keitech Easy Shiner in the Ghost Rainbow color. The other one I was using was a 2.8-inch keitech Swing Impact Fat in the Sight Flash color. And so far it's gotten me the biggest green sunfish I've ever seen, and a little bass. About a pound right there. There he goes. Hey guys, Sam from Aaron's Outdoor, and in today's video I'm going to be pond fishing with this giant rat lure that I've only used once before. I used it a couple weeks ago in a video doing some creek fishing actually, and I was able to catch a pretty decent spotted bass out of a creek with it. So I would think in a pond like the pond I'm fishing today, I should be able to catch something. And at the beginning of this video, I'm actually just going to use a wacky rig, just because I kind of want to catch a fish or two first. And then at this point in the video, I will switch to the rat. So if you don't want to see the wacky rig fishing, you can just go right here to where I start fishing with the rat. But if you want to see that wacky rig fishing, you might as well just keep watching right now. There's a fish. Okay, don't come off. Let me actually land a fish that I hook into. Come here, buddy. They're fighting hard today. I don't think this is even that big. He's a fighter. They've all been fighting hard today. Oh, he's actually decent. Well, he's not terrible for this pond. Roughly an average size fish. A little under a pound. Well, I've literally been fishing for like maybe 5 minutes. I've gotten 4 bites on the wacky rig, which is pretty dang good, so might be hard for me to switch to that rat. All right, well, it's not a big one, but I'll definitely take him. There's a fish. Do I have him? Oh yeah, he's running at me. He still seems really small. Yeah, he's pretty small. Yep, just a little guy. I'm getting ready. I need to switch to the rat in like probably 10 minutes. But I'll take another little guy. Oh, that's a fish. There we go. He hit that thing hard. My line went under really fast. This is my next cast too. It's really going to be hard for me to switch to that rat. They're biting these wacky rigs like crazy. I mean, if I hadn't missed 3 fish in a row at the beginning, this would be fish number 6. And this is in between the 2 we caught earlier. Probably about 2/3 of a pound. No way. That is 3 casts in a row. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. The wacky rig is working so well. And I'm using a Zoom Magnum finesse worm, which I actually did a video on fairly recently. It's by far my favorite wacky rig bait. I actually prefer it over a Yamamoto Senko. That is a little dude. Oh, there's a fish. Ooh, this might be a good fish. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. He's not that big, but might be like 1.5 pounds maybe. No, he's just like a pound. He's fighting hard though. Man, they're super active today. Yeah, he's just like 1 pound, but he was fighting hard. And this might have been 2 casts later after the last one. I mean, they're biting like crazy. Like if they're this active, maybe I should just switch to the topwater rat. That could be a lot of fun. There's a fish. All right, that's enough of catching these little guys on the wacky rig. I'm switching to the rat after this, but it's been a fun 21 minutes with the wacky rig. I've caught 6 fish, I think. I mean, this pond is usually not that hard to catch fish out of, at least this time of year, but it's never this easy. Like, I don't know, it's been so easy to catch fish today. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the lure I'm using. So I don't know. We'll have to see how the rat does. Ooh, got a fish. There we go. First one on the rat. Way back in this cove, and he looks tiny. He's not even very big. I know he's not tiny, but there we go. I had a tiny nibble on this a second ago, and it looked like it might have been like a bluegill or something. It was such a small hit, and this hit was pretty small too. Could have been the same fish. Obviously this is not a bluegill. but this isn't even that big. That just goes to show, like, this bass is like just under a pound, and he'll still hit a big old rat lure like this. And this did take about 15 minutes to catch this fish on the rat. So definitely not as much action as I had on the wacky rig, which I kind of expected, but still, I'll take it. Oh my gosh, there's a fish. This one hit a little harder. He's honestly smaller, I think. Yeah, he is smaller. I mean, dude, tiny little bass will still hit this big old rat. Some people really, like, they'll see this lure and they're like, no way you'll catch fish on it, but I mean, a little, like, 2/3 of a pound bass will eat it. Well, I will definitely take this fish. So far, the rat definitely hasn't really brought any bigger fish in. And I say the average size fish on the wacky rigs just about the same as the average size fish on this rat so far. So I don't know, maybe we'll get a big one. Oh, there's a fish. I was reaching to get the paddle. Oh my gosh. Anything will hit this. Another tiny little bass. It's probably the smallest one we've caught on the rat so far. You've got to be careful with these little guys and these treble hooks. Well, for a second there, I thought I wasn't going to catch anything on the rat. But I've caught 3 in the past, like, it's probably 5 minutes. Yeah, and this guy's probably hardly even half a pound. Oh my gosh. Jeez, that was insane. That totally scared me. My little brother was just here. I was going to see if he was watching, but I don't think he was. Dude, that was pretty close to the boat. I was not expecting that. That's what's so fun about this little rat lure. That was the first, like, really good hit of the day. And this is probably the biggest one we caught on the rat so far. And yeah, he's not even that big. He's kind of fat. Okay, never mind. Thought I needed pliers to get this guy out, to get the hooks out, but I didn't. And yeah, he's probably just under a pound. Not too bad of a fish. Oh my gosh, dude. This thing, it seemed so big when it hit the lure, but it wasn't even big at all. It actually landed in like that bush, kind of just fell in, and I was trying to jerk it out of like the weeds in the bush, and he hit it right when I did that. I'm still in disbelief that this half-pound bass made that large of a blow up, but still, that makes it more exciting, even if he's kind of small.